Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Reata Horsemanship. I'm Luke Brown, and today is Motivational Monday, and I'm very excited to be with you here today. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I hope you're able to get up north or just get outside and enjoy the weather. Some of you who have horses, I hope you're able to get out and ride some. The weather's getting nicer. This morning I woke up and I came out at 4:30 and it was only 77 degrees, and that was impressive. You know, up to this point it's been pushing 90 every morning for the last month or so. And so 77-degree morning felt really, really nice. So I hope you were able to enjoy your weekend. I hope you're very excited to start your week. I hope you're priming every morning like we've talked about. Make sure to take your 3 sets of 10 deep breaths. Make sure to think about 3 things you're very thankful for, and 3 things, at a minimum, 3 things that you've set your sights on, the goals that you're trying to achieve in your life, or at least in the next 6 months or next year. That is going to help prime you for the day and get you on the right path. And today for Motivational Monday, well, before I talk about that, I'll tell you a little bit about Rip. Rip is doing very, very well. I couldn't be happier with how well he's doing out here on the urban trail. Now, right now, he's getting a little bit sketchy about what's coming up, and let me show you that. See this big pile of rubble here? See, he's not so sure about that. I'm not going to try to force him to go straight towards that, but I'm going to move him around it, and then I'm going to change directions and move him around it going the other way. And I'm just going to keep doing that until he gets to a point where he'll just walk past this and not be afraid at all. And there he is right there. He's nice and comfortable. He's not trying to veer away from it. So that's what I do all the time. I find stuff that horses are uncomfortable with, and I help them be comfortable with it, because that's our job as humans, as the owners of these horses. If we're going to ride them and we're going to ask them to be members of society, we want to help them be calm and collected out here on the urban and rural trails and in the arena. Anytime we're on them or around them, we want them to be calm and collected. So that's what we're working on. And I'm excited about him. We're going to get an extra week with him. So today's the start of his 4th week, and we are going to go 5 weeks with him. Not because he necessarily needs it for his owner, but because his owner wants another week, and we're going to put some extra time into him and hopefully get him to do some flying lead changes. I worked on that this morning, and he's not quite there, but he's getting close. And I love what I do. It's just so much fun to see these horses progress and see how calm and collected and how nice they can be and how fun they can be to ride. And today for Motivational Monday, I heard a quote this morning that really stuck to me, and it was by a former race car driver. His name was Mario Andretti. And Mario Andretti, he said this. He said, "If you feel like you have everything under control, then you're not going fast enough." And I love that quote, and it speaks to volumes to the need for human beings to push themselves, to create risk in life. And we all have we need to calculate that risk. Of course, we don't want to risk our lives every day, but we want to create some risk in our life, because the only way we can grow is to risk something. If we want to grow, and if we want to build a business and we haven't started yet, we have to do something about that. We have to make some phone calls. We have to actually start that business, start that LLC, and start moving in that direction. If we don't take that risk, if we're too afraid to take risk, then we're going too slow, we're in too much control, and we're never going to achieve what we could achieve if we'll start to take more risk. And remember, it's calculated risk. But there's so much fear that goes on in our life, and it's unsubstantiated fear. Remember, somebody once said, fear is false evidence appearing real. Fear is false evidence appearing real. So many times we think something is so frightening that we could never do it. For example, there are people that literally, the majority of people, there are 2 major fears in life that people have. One is the fear of death, and the other one is the fear of speaking in public. And in some cases, people fear speaking in public more than they do death itself. And that's an amazing thing to me, but I feel it and I've lived it. It's not easy for me to do these videos. It's not easy for me to stand in front of people and teach them and talk to them. That was a legitimate fear of mine, but it's false evidence appearing real. What's the worst that can happen? That somebody makes fun of me, that somebody doesn't like what I have to say? Who cares? Who cares? Take that risk. Get out and do something today that's a little bit risky, that's something that you wouldn't do otherwise. And this is all towards positive. Don't take risks that, like, for example, don't go out and use illicit drugs. I'm not saying to risk yourself that way, but take a little bit of risk in your business. Take a little bit of risk in your life. Tell somebody you love them. Call somebody. Make that appointment to start to make a business meeting with somebody that you've been wanting to work with, and start that business. Call the CPA and start your business. Whatever it is, start to take a risk today, because remember, like Mario Andretti said, if you think you have everything under control, then you're not going fast enough. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you risk something today, and I know you'll find reward. If anything, you're going to find positive reward. You're going to feel stronger emotionally. You're going to feel stronger mentally, and that's going to help propel you forward. Remember, take that first step. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. And if you didn't plant your tree 20 years ago, start today. Plant that tree and start moving, start going. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and until next time, make sure you live with passion, live with purpose, be thankful, and stay safe in the saddle.